Hi guys, this is going to be what's in my hospital bag, mommy edition. I did my what's in my hospital bag for baby a few weeks back. So I finally have my stuff put together. I am currently 38 weeks and 1 day pregnant. My scheduled C-section is for 39 weeks, so that puts me at 6 more days. So I have a pretty good feeling that I'm not going into labor on my own. So I didn't feel too rushed with doing this, although I did want to wait until a few things that I ordered did come in. So as I had mentioned before, this is my second baby and second C-section, so I'm going to kind of go into this as lightly as I can, only because my first one I packed like half my house, and we ended up having everybody that came to visit us carry a bag all around the hospital, from postpartum room to like delivery to, I mean, it was terrible. Everybody had a bag and I felt so bad, and honestly like 90% of the stuff was not even used. So this being my second, I kind of have an understanding of what I need and what I don't need. So with that being said, I guess we can just get right into it. This was originally a beach bag from years and years and years ago when I lived in Florida. So it's not like luggage or anything, but then again, I don't want a lot of room in order for me to squirrel stuff away in. So this is the bag. It's quite large, actually. It's got a few pockets on the sides and the front, and this will be just big enough for my husband and I, although I have to say none of his stuff is in here because he's kind of like a fly-by-the-sea, last-minute kind of person. And honestly, what do men really need besides a toothbrush and some overnight clothes? And he's good to go. And honestly, he's not staying the whole time because his mother, my mother-in-law, is flying in from a different state, so he's going to go home a night early to take care of our son, and then go to the airport and get her the next day. So anyways, let's just get right into it. So when you open it, this is my I guess you could say like toiletry bag, shower bag, makeup bag, whatever. I think this came with a set. I want to say it came with like a makeup bag and some like toiletry containers and whatnot. I actually bought this at Walmart, I think, a few years ago. I bought it to take on my honeymoon to Antigua, which is in the South Caribbean. So I haven't used it since, and it's funny, when I opened it, it was full of sand, so it kind of brought me back a little bit. Okay, so if you just open the front, there's actually two pockets. There's the front part right here, and then there's a middle section. So I'll do the front real quick. I kind of packed it tight, so it kind of just opens up and everything's going to fall out. So I'll kind of go through it real quick with you. I realize that the hospital has their own pads, but I don't mind feeling a little bit more secure knowing that I have some for the ride home. Although I live like 20 minutes, so it's not that big of a deal. So I just have a couple pads. I have a loofah. And then I just have this toiletry like Ziploc bag. I went to Walmart, and I think they had for like $5. They had kind of like a to-go bag for women. So it kind of came with pretty much everything, and it came with this little bag too. So I mean, everything's travel size too, because I didn't learn that lesson with my first one, and it was, I mean, I'm not kidding, I packed literally half my house. So I just have a travel to-go of deodorant, just some Vaseline, lotion. I have a razor, and then this silly little fine toothbrush that came with the set, which honestly would never fit through my hair, but it's in there anyways. I have a couple hair ties. I just have some shampoo and conditioner for showering. I made a little baggie of Q-tips because I cannot stand getting out of the shower and not cleaning my ears. I hate that like wet feeling. So it came with a little individually wrapped toothbrush and a toothpaste. And then that's pretty much as far as what came in the actual to-go bag, besides the bag itself, excuse me. I'm bringing a nail file because you know that when you don't have one, you always have like a little hangnail, or you break a nail and it just drives you nuts. At least it does for me. So, and the last thing I bought was some liquid soap just to use with my loofah. I thought that would be a little bit easier than carrying like a bar of Dove soap or something. So, again, that's what's in my little front zipper. And this is actually made for like little bottles of like you could put conditioner and stuff in, but like I said, I just went and bought new travel size stuff. So that's what goes in the front, and in the middle is just makeup, and that's all this is right here. So I mean, I don't know, I guess I could go through it really quick. It's not that interesting, but I have my Rimmel foundation, Maybelline Dream Matte powder. I have Physicians Formula bronzer. I have my Maybelline Dream Bouncy Blush in Peach. My EOS lip balm. Let's see, what else do I have? I have my Maybelline Instant Age Rewind concealer. I have two little NYX eyeshadows, which are pretty just basic and neutral. Just something to give me color. Just a little mirror that I normally use. Falsies mascara. And just a little teasing brush because even right now my roots are so flat. And then my L'Oreal Magic Lumi Light Infusing Primer. So that's as far as makeup. Honestly, that's pretty much what I use every day in general. It's nothing too exciting. I just try to scale it down a little bit to wanting to make myself feel human, or that it's okay to be seen by other people that come in, because there's millions of people that walk in, like nurses and doctors and pediatricians, and honestly, my first C-section, I didn't do my hair. I showered once and I had no makeup on, and I truly felt disgusting. So, then again, I didn't realize how bad the C-section recovery was going to be, so I can't really blame myself. And then I just have a baggie of brushes. Honestly, this is all I'm bringing. It may seem like a lot, but I just have my Sigma F80 for my foundation. I have a powder and a blush brush. And then I usually use these three brushes for my eyeshadow. And I have my Define a Brow and a little, brow brush. So as far as makeup, that's about it. I'm not saying I'm going to use it every day, but, you always have company, and you don't want to feel like you've been in the hospital for days. At least I don't. I don't know. It would drive me nuts, so... Okay, so that's what's in my toiletry bag. And the rest should go pretty quickly. I have my phone charger. We have our video camera. I forgot to grab the charger, but it's downstairs. It has to be charged anyways. I have my handy-dandy wallet, my insurance card, and, all that good stuff. I have my breastfeeding cover. I actually just ordered this. I'm pretty impressed by it. I bought it off of Amazon. It's called Baby Blinds, and it had this cute little print. I don't know, it's still girly for me, but it's kind of blue and flowery, and I don't know, it's cute. I like it. I think it could be easily used for a boy. I have my, I don't specifically know if this has a name, but it's like one of those belly bands or whatever. I got it with my first C-section, and it literally saved my life. It made me start walking earlier. I felt like I could laugh, because when you laugh, your stomach, it like hurts your incision. I could bend over. It literally just wraps around you and sucks you in so tight that you feel like you're not loose and hanging, and your incision and your incision is kind of like out there or loose feeling. And so it literally, it's amazing. So yeah, just goes around you and has Velcro, and you can put it as tight or as loose as you want, and I'm glad I still have it. So I have that. As far as hair goes, I'm not doing anything too exciting. I just have my hairbrush, my hair dryer, and my straightener. It's pretty much my daily routine. I just straighten it anyways, and honestly, I'll probably end up throwing it up, but as long as it is straight or somewhat done, I'll feel somewhat okay. Alright, I have two nursing bras. Just a white one and then a white one with black polka dots. I know the hospital gives you the mesh underwear, which I absolutely love. I had no problem with. And I think I even asked for a few extra to take home just for those first few days where your bleeding is still pretty bad. But this is a different hospital. I gave birth to my son at a different one, and then I changed doctors when I got pregnant the second time, and this doctor only delivers at a different hospital, so that's kind of where I'm stuck delivering. So I know all hospitals are kind of similar in general, but as far as what they give out anyways, but if I don't like them for some reason, I have a pair of granny panties, everyone's favorite. And I just grabbed a pair of fluffy socks. I know that they give you socks with the little grippers in the bottom, which is probably what I'll end up wearing, to be honest, but they're so thin. So I brought one of my own, and actually I just thought about it, which I didn't pack, but I will. The showers are so gross, especially because they're community showers and it's in a hospital. I think I'm going to bring an old pair of flip-flops to wear into the shower that I don't mind throwing out, you know, when I get home. So, alright, the last two things that I have a towel, my own towel. The towels that they give you are literally the size of maybe like a dishcloth. And they're so thin, it's ridiculous. You can't dry off anything with something that small. And then last thing I have is just my robe. And the reason I'm bringing this, and it's fleece, is because all the anesthesia that I had with my first C-section, excuse me, the first night went fine, sleeping-wise. And then the next night, I literally thought something was wrong with me. I woke up shaking, and I was freezing. Like, I couldn't stop, like, chattering or shaking. And I called the nurse, and she said, oh, don't worry about it. It's just the anesthesia wearing off. And I was absolutely freezing. Any of the blankets they gave me, they were not doing anything for me. They were not making me warm. And it's funny because I was so sore I couldn't get up to put pants on because I just was wearing the gown that they had. And before I had called the nurse, I didn't know if it was really just cold in there or for some other reason, like the medicine wearing off. And so I actually, my poor son, I dressed him in like the heaviest clothes I could find. I put him in a fleece blanket and this cute little like fuzzy hat that I had. And then I ended up calling the nurse and saying, you know, something's going on with me, and she told me, oh, don't worry about it, it's just the medicine, it's not cold in here, it's just your body reacting to the medicine leaving your body. So she actually undressed my son and put him back in those little shirts and just a swaddling blanket, and she said, don't do that because his temperature was too high. So so now that I know that, I'm prepared to wear my fluffy socks and my robe and things as far as clothes and whatnot. I'm going in at 11 a.m. next Thursday, and so whatever I wear in is what I'll wear home, just to cut back on packing more stuff in this bag. So as far as clothes, that's all I'm bringing. I plan on wearing the hospital gowns. I actually love them, and I was disappointed to have to take them off when I left the hospital just because they were so comfortable and I didn't have anything rubbing up on my incision. So